I do not like the small talk. I am bad at small talk. But then someone shared a great tip with me. Just, ask them questions. That's all you have to do. You just have to ask people questions and they do the talking. And like magic, learning that tip just made me realize how much I like to talk about myself instead. So now I'm still socially awkward because I don't want to ask questions, and that's the only thing that I know to do. And people ask me questions sometimes, but I'm filled with answers to questions that people don't ask me. I miss the kind of questions when you're like 5 and you ask other 5-year-olds, like, what do you want to be when you grow up? What's your favorite color? I miss those questions. So today we're having a Q&A, except there's actually no Q's because I'm going to ask all the Q's. It's just me. It's a Q&A with just me talking about myself. This is a video of me talking about myself. What's social media about if you can't be super egotistical? I mean, why even bother? So I posted a community tab asking for questions from myself. So we'll just go through them one by one. The Reading Werewolf asked, what TV shows are you watching right now? Me and my family watch TV a lot together at night. Recently, we started watching Zack and Cody. That seems to be the only thing that keeps us all in there together. We've also been watching Wizards of Waverly Place. Apparently, we're just watching through all of the nostalgic Disney things. I loved Wizards of Waverly Place. That was my favorite show. That was probably my first favorite show. Actually, I have Alex's wand. Zippity zappity. I've also been watching Reba, mostly by myself, sometimes by my mom, sometimes with my mom. And then we watch a lot of Frasier, and we'll probably also watch the new Frasier tomorrow, actually, is when it comes out. On to the next question. The Reading Werewolf says, do you sleep well? I would say so. I mean, I do sleep with like 17 different sound things going, and all the lights on because I'm terrified of the dark and silence. And my overhead light has a fan going which reflects off the light on it and creates like a nice little subtle strobing effect across my face. I also go to bed really late, and the dog insists on being let out like after 12, and the cat insists on being fed at 4 a.m. almost every day. But other than that, I sleep great. Do you play any... The Reading Werewolf asks, do you play any instruments? No. I took half a semester of guitar and my fingers hurt, so I stopped. I took several years of piano lessons, but then I stopped practicing, so I don't remember anything that I learned from them. The Reading Werewolf says, I love your videos. Thank you. The Reading Werewolf asks, what are your least favorite books? I love negativity. We will put on the negativity shirt. Oh, these are covered in dust because they've been sitting on my shelf. That's disgusting. Look at that. You can't even see it because it's blurry. But anyway, some least favorite books. This is a book that I read because of BookTube before I realized that most booktubers only ever talk about YA romance. And I read this whole huge thing because it was kind of good, but it also was mostly romance. And the half of it was boring and half of it was romancy. And that was the worst. It was the worst. There was a scene where the guy had to take off his shirt, and that was the worst. So this one always has a special place in the hating part of my heart. We also have The Halloween Moon. I really like Welcome to Night Vale, the podcast, but for some reason I really don't like their books. This was dull and repetitive. I was like halfway through it and nothing had happened. No. And then we have the crown jewel of hated books. I think it's called Side Effects May Vary, or it used to be called, oh look at that, it's even signed and personalized. Yeah, I disliked this one so much that I turned it into like an art project. The Reading Werewolf asks, how's the writing going? Which actually is a question that people ask me quite often, but I'm usually too insecure to really truthfully answer it completely because I'm pretty sure they're just being polite, but maybe they're not. Whatever. At the moment, it is going very, very slowly. No Denying the Storm is almost ready to publish. All I need to do, I need to get a book cover, and I am seriously struggling trying to find a book cover designer that I am perfectly happy with. Wonder Doof is going very, very slowly. So when I started writing the 6th draft, I was in the mindset of thinking that it was going to be a standalone, And guess what? It's actually a 12-book series. I just finished writing the 6th draft of the 5th book, and it's painfully slow. I love it, but I also hate it. It's October right now. I'm going to try to finish the 6th book, and that'll be the halfway point, and I can take a break and spend NaNoWriMo doing a draft of the next project that I plan on being my main project after Wonderdew. Which Animal Crossing characters are on your island? I wrote that question a few months ago when I was really into Animal Crossing, and now I haven't played Animal Crossing in months. Hopefully all of my characters are still on there, hopefully. I do have Sky, and she is my favorite. She's never leaving, or I will die. I don't remember their names. I think it's Pluto or Plato. That's wrong. But the clown sheep. I have him. Carlos. I also have Kevin, which I enjoy having Kevin because I have a fall-themed island, and he looks like a pumpkin. I also have Plucky, which also I enjoy having her on my fall-themed island, even though she's kind of my least favorite. She looks like a turkey, so if fall. I also have Cat, which is also very fall-y. I have Tucker, who doesn't really fit the theme, but he's too precious to get rid of, so I feel like I have a penguin. Oh, I do have a penguin. He might have moved out. His Hopper, not my favorite. The Reading Werewolf asked, what is your favorite color? The classic question, the question that inspired this whole video. My favorite color is green. I like it because I have Irish heritage. I like it because I have green eyes, and I'm very proud of my green eyes. I like it because it reminds me of nature, and I like nature. My least favorite color, I'm going to go ahead and answer that, is probably red. I like almost all the colors, but red is the only color that I'm like, more often than not, prefer red not to be a thing. There are times, but they're not often. I also like yellow because it goes well with green. I like purple. My second favorite color is probably a dark royal purple. I like blue. To be honest, blue is probably higher up in the ranks than I will ever acknowledge, because I don't know why I insist on being not like other girls, but for some reason, the fact that almost everyone's favorite color is blue, I can't acknowledge that. I don't know what my problem is with that is. Apparently, I have problems with things with mass appeal for some reason. But blue is the color that has the most amount of shades that I find really enjoyable. Because green, I really love the shades of green that I like, but there are shades of green where I'm like, no. The Reading Werewolf asks, when was the last time you went out in public? I will be going out in public in a couple hours, actually, because I have a Wednesday night kids class to help teach, and I'm helping serving dinner at my church. But the last time was probably last Sunday at church. The Reading Werewolf asked, when did you get that Wendy's cup? This is a Dunkin' Donuts cup. Excuse you. I really enjoy reusing these cups because they're just funner to drink liquids out of fast food cups. The Reading Werewolf asks, favorite kinds of food and least favorite kinds of food. My favorite kind of food is Italian. All the Italian things. Olive Garden is my favorite. We go there every year for my birthday. Least favorite foods. I don't like seafood. Fish are yucky in all the kinds of ways. The Reading Werewolf asks, what's your lucky number? My lucky number is 13, because again, for some reason, I have problems with everyone agreeing with something, and I just, for some reason, don't agree with it. And also, I was born on the 13th, and my parents were married on the 13th, and I have a fairly happy life, so that's pretty nice. The Reading Werewolf demands that I show a picture of my dog. The Reading Werewolf asks, YouTube or writing? If you had to choose, I would choose writing. At this point, YouTube is definitely a hobby, and writing is definitely what I am trying to make as a career. That is how it has always been. I did try to make YouTube into a kind of money thing, but even then it was still a side thing to the writing, and mainly about promoting the writing. So, what's your favorite t-shirt? The Reading Werewolf asks. Probably most of my favorite t-shirts are downstairs in the laundry, but I have one with like pirate animals on it that I really like. And that's the one that immediately comes to mind. I also have this one that I like just because it's so out of context. I have this one, which was actually left here by the people that we bought this house from. So I love wolves, and the moon reminds me of Majora's Mask. Then I have this Scooby-Doo shirt. I need more Scooby-Doo shirts. This one's Christmassy. I do have another Scooby-Doo shirt, but for some reason, we got it home from the store and it didn't fit me, even though it fit me in the store for some reason. Weird magic. The Reading Werewolf asks, what's your favorite SpongeBob quote? I have always been particularly partial to photosynthesis. Photosynthesis. Choose a number between 1 and pickle. Celery. The Reading Werewolf has a very important question. Opinions on bananas. Bananas. I like bananas. Bananas are probably my favorite fruit. I like bananas because they're a bright, happy yellow color. They're objectively the funniest fruit. They have a funny shape. They have a fun color. They have the funnest sounding name to say: banana, 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 banana. You can slip on their peels. They're often used in comedy as cell phones and peel slipping. I like banana bread, although I don't really like just eating bananas. They're kind of slimy and icky and yucky, and I don't like. Fun fact, I believe they're technically classified as berries. The Reading Werewolf asks, cats or dogs? I have a cat and a dog. And here's pictures of the cat, since I have already shown pictures of the dog. I like cats and dogs both for different reasons. Dogs are funner and cuter, but cats are also cute, though not as cute, are way easier to deal with. They're way more chill. They're way more easy to keep alive, aside from demanding food every day at 4 a.m. and peeing on everything. What color are your eyes? I have already mentioned this. Green. Green eyes. Green. They're green, trust me. And I'm very proud of them, so yeah. Do you want to be professional YouTuber? Asked the Reading Werewolf. I feel like I've already answered that with the other question. I don't think I would want to be that. Watching other YouTubers, it seems like a fun career at first, but then like the more you think about it, it's like a career that if you get bored of it, you technically can't quit if you're successful. You basically have like a whole bunch of people that kind of actually consider you more of like a friend than a person that is providing them a service. So if you decide you don't want to do it anymore, you're like basically cutting friendships with like thousands of people that watch your videos for happiness, and that's fun. It's also all about social media, and I don't like social media. I use YouTube as an entertainment source and a creative outlet. I don't really use it as social media. I don't like social media. I do have an Instagram that I'm running just because I'm trying to promote my books. But that's it. What are your hobbies? Who asked that? The Reading Werewolf. My hobbies is making YouTubes and playing The Sims, journaling, reading. Writing is technically more of a career, but whatever. Writing letters, writing in my journal, all sorts of other things. Watching TV, playing other games. Watching people on YouTube play games. Recently, I've been interested in doll customizing. I don't actually think I would enjoy it. I just want to be able to creep my friends out, mainly. Although, I do like collecting dollhouse things. Like, I have several Calico Critters and Calico Critter furniture that I keep in a little toy barn, and I enjoy that. I intend to have an entire village of dollhouses by the time I am 30. Sims or Minecraft? It's hard to say, because when I'm in a Sims mood, the answer is obviously The Sims, but when I'm in a Minecraft mood, the answer is obviously Minecraft. When I'm in a Minecraft mood, I don't even remember what it was about The Sims that I found entertaining about it, and when I'm same the other way. To be fair, thinking on a long-term perspective, I really only like Minecraft if I'm playing it with friends. Like, even if when I want to play it alone, I want to play alone on a server with friends that just aren't there at the moment. And I don't think Minecraft would be quite as fun to me if I ever went through periods of time, which I probably will, where I don't have many friends that play Minecraft. Whereas The Sims is a game I like playing by myself. It's probably The Sims. I feel like my Sims moods last a lot longer ever since I adjusted the way I play it from The Sims 3 to The Sims 4. Are you a Christian? Indeed, I have accepted Christ into my life podcasts and admitted my sins and repented. The Reading Werewolf says, Sussy Baka lols get wrecked boy, and I felt that was important to share. The Reading Werewolf asks movies, and I'm not really sure what he means by that, but yeah. You could have phrased that better, although, just guessing up to personally, I'm not a big movie person in general. I don't really want to sit down and watch a 2-hour thing. I want to sit down and watch 4 30-minute things, if that makes sense. Finally, the Reading Werewolf asks, why are you obsessed with werewolves? Why not be obsessed with werewolves? They're adorable, they're sweet, they're really, really mean, and really, really mean things are cool. Anything that can be cute or really, really something that could be on like a pirate flag. Anything that could be really tough or really cute looking is automatically super cool. Although I do think that my love of werewolves can be tracked back to this book, which had a few anthropomorphic wolves characters, and those were like my favorite characters in that book. So I think that it could probably be tracked back to them. Ew! I have not worn this for a while. Y'all remember when I used to wear this at the end of every single episode of this video? And then I used to eat the camera as my outro. What made me think that was a good idea? I did that for years. So many videos of me just going like, ah. What made me think that was a good idea? This probably looks really weird. Ugh, I miss this. I miss this mask. I'm sorry I don't wear you for videos anymore. I've decided that it's weird. Although my videos now are probably weirder than my videos were when I wore him. So that's an interesting thought. So that is apparently all the questions that I had for myself. They were surprisingly difficult to think about, even though I thought I had plenty of questions that I wanted answered. I hope this was informative. I don't know why you watched this.